The heart is made up of 4 chambers. These are the right and left atrium and the right and left ventricle. Within these chambers, many things can happen in the body to keep it healthy, living, and flourishing. The blood circulation sounds tricky, but it is very beautiful and flows well once you know it. Blood circulation starts from the inferior vena cava and the superior vena cava. These let the blood enter through the right atrium. From there, it flows into the right ventricle through the tricuspid valve. This valve prevents backflow, allowing the blood to be pushed forward. After the tricuspid valve, the blood is in the right ventricle as mentioned before. As it moves through the right ventricle, the pulmonic valve opens and closes so that the blood may enter into the main pulmonary artery. The main pulmonary artery then splits the blood into right and left pulmonary arteries. The pulmonary arteries are depicted as blue on this model because these are the only arteries that have deoxygenated blood. The pulmonary arteries then send the deoxygenated blood to the lungs for oxygenation. The lungs then send the oxygenated blood back to the heart using pulmonary veins. From the pulmonary veins, it enters into the left atrium. The mitral valve takes the blood and pushes it into the left ventricle. The mitral valve is the only valve that has 2 cusps. From the left ventricle, the blood then pumps through the aortic valve into the aorta so that the blood can go all around the body. Once the blood is done oxygenating the body, the blood is returned back to the heart again through the inferior vena cava and the superior vena cava so that the process may start all over again.
The signal for our electrical conduction system starts in the sinoatrial node. From there, it signals the AV node, the atrioventricular, which then signals the right and left bundle branch. From there, the right and left bundle branch send messages to the Purkinje fibers, which are in the ventricles. Those allow for the ventricles to contract without the electrical conduction system. Here I have depicted it with the green dots for the SA node and the AV node, and these green strips of paper for the right and left bundle branches. The right and left bundle branches help the ventricles to contract. Inside the ventricles, you can see green strips of paper that are to represent the Purkinje fibers. Without these, the heart would not be able to function properly.